Hello everyone. In this video we will learn about trigonometry equations and their solutions. How to define a trigonometric equation. If we learn that, then only we can find out their solution. So what is a trigonometric equation? A trigonometric equation can be defined as an equation which contains trigonometric ratio or ratios of an unknown angle. So we say an equation which contains trigonometric ratio or ratios of an unknown angle is a trigonometric equation. For example, we can say sin theta equal to 1 by 2. We can say sin theta into cos theta equal to 1 by 4. And so on, we can have the equations which are known as trigonometric equations. Then what is the meaning of solution of a trigonometric equation? The solution or root of a trigonometric equation is the value of the angle which satisfies the given equation. The solution or root of a trigonometric equation is the value or values of the angle which satisfy the equation. For example, suppose we have sin theta equal to root 3 by 2. Then the values of theta, which is one is pi by 3, or we say 60 degree. Another is 2 pi by 3, or we say 120 degree, and so on, are the values of theta which satisfy this particular equation sin theta equal to root 3 by 2. And they are the solutions or the roots of the trigonometric equation. When we talk about the solutions or solution of a trigonometric equation, we divide into two categories. One is we have principal values or principal solution, and another is general solution. When we talk about the principal solution or principal value, we say the value of the angle in the interval 0 to 2 pi, closed interval, that is 0 and 2 pi also included, is the principal value or solution of the equation. For example, suppose we take one of the question here, cos theta equal to 1 by 2. This is a trigonometric equation. We know that the values of theta, first one that is 60 degree, or we say pi by 3, satisfies the equation. So this is the value of theta which can be said to be the solution of the equation. Then between 0 and 2 pi, we can see that cos theta is positive in the fourth quadrant. It means 300 degree, or we say 5 pi by 3 is another solution which lies in the interval 0 to pi. So we can say that the principal solution or principal values of theta are pi by 3 and 5 pi by 3. When we talk about general solution of equation, that is required. Why? Because every trigonometric equation is not having only one solution. It has many solutions, and that's why we say every trigonometric equation has infinitely many solutions. Why it is so? Because every trigonometric function is periodic. So we can write all trigonometric functions are periodic. Like if we talk about sine theta, cos theta, sec theta and cosec theta, their period is 2 pi. And if we talk about tan theta and cot theta, their period is pi. So according to their periods, the value of the trigonometric function repeats. And that's why there will be infinitely many solutions. So we need the solution of an equation in terms of n, where n is an integer. That will be known as the general solution. When we try to find out the solutions, general solutions, we can divide this into 3 categories. The first category I am taking when sine theta is equal to 0 or cos theta is equal to 0, tan theta is equal to 0. If this type of trigonometric equations are given to you, you can easily remember that theta in this case will be n pi. When cos theta equal to 0, the value of theta here will come as 2n plus 1 into pi by 2. And when we have tan theta equal to 0, then theta is n pi. If this type of equation we are getting, we can directly write these are the general solution where n is the integer. The second category or second type of equations we can have, like it is sine theta equal to sine alpha or cos theta equal to cos alpha or tan theta equal to tan alpha. For sine theta equal to sine alpha, we can write theta is n pi plus minus 1 to the power n into alpha. For cos theta equal to cos alpha, we can write theta equal to 2n pi plus minus alpha. And for tan theta equal to tan alpha, we can write theta equal to n pi plus alpha. For example, suppose we have a question here, sine theta equal to 1 by 2. Then we know 1 by 2 is the value of sine 30, that is sine pi by 6. It means we can write here that sine theta equal to sine pi by 6. By this we can find out that alpha is pi by 6. And hence the general solution of this particular equation can be written as theta is equal to n pi plus minus 1 to the power n into pi by 6. That becomes the general solution of the equation. The third category or third type of equations we can have is sine square theta equal to sine square alpha or cos square theta equal to cos square alpha, or it is given tan square theta is equal to tan square alpha. Then the easy way to have the solution of these all the three is theta equal to n pi plus minus alpha. So if we categorize these all the general solutions like this, we can see the equation, what type of equation it is, and then we can remember the formula and that can be directly applied. Let's see the example for this also. Like for example, suppose we have been given the question as cos square theta is equal to 1 by 4 So instead of writing cos theta equal to 1 by 2 or minus 1 by 2, because there will be two values, and then we have to go for these two solutions. If we apply this formula directly, we can write here this is the square of 1 by 2, or we can write this is the square of cos pi by 3, because we know cos pi by 3 is 1 by 2. And then we are finding here that alpha is pi by 3. It means the solution we can have, we can write here. General solution of the equation is theta equal to n pi plus minus pi by 3. Like this we can see the type of the equation, and then we can write the general solution of that. After learning about the three categories of the solutions of the trigonometric equation, sometimes we are having the equation in the form a cos theta plus b sin theta equal to c. When we try to find out the solution of this type of equations, what we do, first of all we see here c, and then we find the value of root of a square plus b square. And we have to see if we find c is greater than root of a square plus b square, then we say then there are no solutions. We can't have any solution to the equation. Why it is, I'll tell you the reason just now. Second is, if we find c is less than equal to root of a square plus b square, then solution is possible. Solution exists. Then how to find out the solution? And why this was taken that c is greater than root of a square plus b square, then there are no solution. Why? Because we divide this equation, suppose we write this as 1, divide equation 1 by root of a square plus b square. Then the equation becomes a upon root of a square plus b square into cos theta plus b upon root of a square plus b square into sin theta equal to c upon root of a square plus b square. Now if we consider here a upon root of a square plus b square as cos a, then automatically we will find b upon root of a square plus b square will be equal to sin a. And then the equation will become cos a into cos theta plus sin a into sin theta equal to c upon root of a square plus b square can be considered to be cos phi. See now cos phi, or even if we take it as sin phi, cos phi and sin phi both are lying between minus 1 and plus 1. It means the value cannot be greater than 1 or less than minus 1. And that is the reason that we say when c is greater than root of a square plus b square, the value of this part will become greater than 1 or less than minus 1. And we say the solution does not exist. I think this point must be very clear to you. And when we write it like this, we find the equation can be converted in the form of cos of theta minus a is equal to cos of phi, and then using the formula of general solution we can find out the value of theta. Let's learn it through some example. We take the example as cos theta plus root 3 sin theta equal to 1. This is equation number 1. Here we find a is 1, b is root 3 and c is also 1. If we see root of a square plus b square, that is root of 1 plus 3, or we can say 2, which is greater than 1. It means we are finding c is less than root of a square plus b square. So solution will be there and we can try to find the solution. Then we divide the equation equation 1 by root of a square plus b square, which is 2. Then equation number 1 becomes 1 by 2 into cos theta plus root 3 by 2 into sin theta equal to 1 by 2. As I told, we can consider this as cos theta or cos A. We can write here, we know that this is the value of cos 60, cos pi by 3. So we can write here, this is cos pi by 3 into cos theta plus, now you see automatically this is sin pi by 3 into sin theta, and this also we know is cos of pi by 3. Cos A cos B plus sin A sin B is cos A minus B. So we can apply here cos of theta minus pi by 3 is equal to cos of pi by 3, and we can apply the formula here. Cos theta equal to cos alpha implies that theta is 2n pi plus minus alpha. This we have learned, this is coming in the second category. And if we apply that, we are getting here theta minus pi by 3 is equal to 2n pi plus minus pi by 3. And then the value of theta comes as 2n pi plus minus pi by 3 plus pi by 3 on transposing this pi by 3. And now we can take the value positive and negative of this particular one, and then we will get the value of theta as 2n pi plus pi by 3 plus pi by 3, which is equal to 2n pi plus 2 pi by 3. Second, we will have theta equal to 2n pi minus pi by 3 plus pi by 3, or we say only 2n pi. So we are getting the solution from this, that theta is either 2n pi or it can be 2n pi plus 2 pi by 3. These are the general solutions of this particular equation. It is not necessary that we take it only in the terms of cos. We can also take in terms of sine, and in that case it will be sine A cos B plus cos A sine B. So we can make use of the formula of sine A plus B, and then sine theta equal to sine alpha can be used. I think by this particular video you can understand very well what type of trigonometric equations can be given to you, and in what way we can find out the principal or general solutions of these equations. Thanks for watching my video. If you have any comments or doubts, leave them in the comment box and I will get back to you.